Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Moletrap coming at you with game number 5 of the Sky Pro League Grand Finals from 2006. I am hyped about this game. Oh my god, this is such a big rivalry, ladies and gentlemen. Let me recap it super quickly. So we got iloveoov on the left, we got Julyzerg on the right. And they actually ended up being temporary teammates later on, but this is still when they're bitter rivals. I don't know how bitter they were, but the first time they ever met in a tournament was in the Spree MSL, and iloveoov beat Julyzerg. iloveoov ended up winning, I forget how many it was, 27, 32. An obscene amount of Terran versus Zergs in a row. He was thought to be unstoppable, unbeatable in the Terran versus Zerg matchup. Introducing the Gillette OSL Finals in 2004. They get in there, it's a best of 5, and Julyzerg stops him and wins game 1 of the tournament, of the series. It ends up going to a game number 5, and iloveoov, who was unkillable by Zergs, ends up losing to Julyzerg in the 5th game of that series. Turn it back around, then they end up playing together in the ITV ranking league. Julyzerg whoops his butt again. You're the Golf King MSL. iloveoov turns it around and 2-0s Julyzerg. OSL, the next 2 OSLs that they play in 2005, iloveoov wins again. WCG Korea, iloveoov wins again. So Julyzerg is the one that took him off his pedestal and seemed to be the dominant player for 2004. And then in 2005, iloveoov turns it around and has been beating Julyzerg in almost every game since then. And here we have both of them meeting in, they've met in some of the most consequential games of their individual careers. And here they are in probably the most consequential game of either of their careers in team leagues, or one of them, I guess. This rivalry is on the line as well. iloveoov has been winning a lot lately. Is that in Julyzerg's head? Is it in iloveoov's head? Does he feel confident now? Did he say, this guy knocked me off my pedestal, but I'm good against him now? And remember, this is 2006 also. Neither of these guys are really winning that many championships anymore. Although, of course, obviously Julyzerg is in a rut at the moment, and he would end up winning a championship in 2008. But this is an interesting situation where it's a rivalry, but it's like, I don't know. It's like they're neither of them are quite in their peak either. But I don't think it matters. Maybe this game matters more to them than losing against someone who has kind of surpassed them in an individual league or something like that, because it is in a finals, but it's not just them that they're playing for now. It's not iloveoov didn't just let himself down. It wouldn't just be letting himself down like he might have thought to have been in the finals he lost to Julyzerg, but maybe now he's letting his team down or something. I don't know. Anyways, point being, Julyzerg getting some early Zerglings out, and iloveoov was kind of like posturing forward a little bit. He's like, nope. Gotta go behind the wall here. Might even want to get an SCV in there. Yeah, there's an SCV. He's going to put it right in the gap, I think. Yes, maybe. Yes, nice positioning. Good. Otherwise, the Zerglings could theoretically squeeze through that gap between the barracks and the depot, get in there and do some damage. And, it might be intentional that, the Zerglings can get through there, but that also means the Marines can get through there. So they can go out and back in. It's kind of like a pseudo-bunker situation. Now, is iloveoov going to expand behind this? He's kind of gotten out onto the field to a choke point where he could theoretically expand behind it. Now, this is the map whose name I've forgotten at the moment, but where you've got the kind of two extra bases within your choke, right? So you can see now that Julyzerg in the bottom left, you can see he's got 2 bases, and they're kind of inside the same choke point. And one of the this is a little bit dangerous of iloveoov to move out onto the map with those 2 Marines. That's a good way to lose the game. getting out too far when there's Julyzerg as your opponent. Like, he's more than liable to have sneaky Zerglings on the map and get a surround on your Marines. He's falling back now, but no, he's not falling back. He's regrouping and moving in. He wants to push into Julyzerg and say, all right, you got to make some Zerglings or some Sunkens or you're going to die. Maybe anticipating that Julyzerg probably would have made that third hatchery because it's probably standard on this map, given the fact that it's so easy to take that third base, which is, by the way, on mineral only, if I remember correctly, and it's only like 6 patches, I think, so it's kind of like a half base, but still, if you can get a second half base really easily, you might as well do that. And you can actually see Julyzerg took the half base first because oh no, he's gonna get the medic. Oh no, he might have. Oh no, he A moves out and the medic gets picked off and the Zerglings are able to pick off the Marines on the outside as well. He's gonna get in the gap as well. Julyzerg is moving in and oh no, Oof was too greedy and he pushed out too far, and Julyzerg is exactly the Zerg that is going to punish you the most for that in the world, and he is going in right now. Now he's pulling SCVs out. A Firebat pops out. Is this Firebat going to be the saving grace? No, it gets surrounded in the corner and gets picked off as well. Can't even get much AoE damage. I think only 1 or 2 shots were fired. And now Julyzerg, he smells the blood in the water, and he is going for the kill, ladies and gentlemen. Another Firebat pops out. It is again picked off quickly, and now the SCVs are dying as well. Oh man, this is terrible. He's going to make 1 more Firebat. If this next Firebat gets picked off, it's going to be over for him. Oov is trying to micro desperately to try and get some SCVs in the way. He's got the Firebat out. Oh no, can he get the Firebat behind the lines? Oh no, it goes down as well. I think that's game. He's losing so much mining time as well, having these SCVs pulled down. Now, Julyzerg is all in on Lynx. He's just massing Lynx. There's slow Zerglings as well. And it's just kind of like rallying Lynx to the front, and Firebat's popping out. But the losses are mounting for some Firebat hero, because he's making so many Firebats that are trying to be a hero for his team. Oh, he does get a nice shot. No, he lines up in the gap and then loses it, though, before it could do too much damage. He just needed to get a Firebat behind the lines and then be able to fire outwards into that gap with the Zerglings streaming in, but instead he's not able to, and Julyzerg is going just crazy with these Lynx. Again, I think they're still slow because he knows he needs to just keep making Zerglings, and look at this, he's got 4 SCVs mining home, he's brought the rest out to fight, and there's the Chi-Chi! Oof! Oh my goodness, Oov had won almost every game against Julyzerg in the last year since he was embarrassed by Julyzerg. Not just taking him off the pedestal, but picking him up and throwing him into a pit, you know? Well, maybe not that far. He was still very good and still winning other stuff against other people. But yeah, Julyzerg is so excited about that. Beating his rival in the finals to bring the series score to 3-2. Oh my gosh, Oov has got to be disappointed by that. He is, he's got to be crushed, man. He doesn't actually look quite as sour as I would expect, but he's definitely not having a good time. He's so not having a good time right now. So at least I didn't get the players mixed up this time and say that Julyzerg was Oov and Oov was Julyzerg. That would have been even more embarrassing than the PvP. But yeah, Julyzerg able to pull it home, and I mean he just saw the opportunity, right? I even said it. I called it. I was like, if you move out onto the map as a Terran, Julyzerg is so likely to have Zerglings there to punish you for it. And the first Marines came out, and he like almost did some damage. Julyzerg kind of barely got enough out there in time, and so Oov fell back until he could get that. He was, you know, it's like it's very normal for Terrans to be very greedy with that push in this day and age, where they move out and they move out with Marines and Medic, and the Firebat catches up, and you just get a couple Academy units out, and the Academy units can catch up to the Marines while they're kind of posturing forward, and ideally then you can land your attack with your Medic, your Firebat, your Stim, and your Marines a little bit earlier and just have a little bit better timing. But Oov, it's greedy to do that, and Oov did that, and Julyzerg was prepared for it, and he was more than prepared for it. And Oov led with his Medic. The Medic was out first, and that special little lane between the we can even go back and like watch this again. I'll just keep recording. But that little lane between the barracks and the depot makes it really easy to defend from behind that, but it makes it really difficult to retreat through as well. You know, it's like when you only have one emergency, when you have too few emergency exits and the building's on fire. Some people get stuck with Zerglings killing them. It's just what happens when you have bad architecture, I guess. And here's this part earlier when you know, Oov is actually kind of pushing out with a few Marines, and I forgot actually what he does. I think he just kind of sees that there's 6 Zerglings. And he's like, all right, well, there's gonna be 4 more popping out. I can't quite deal with that. I've made him produce Zerglings instead of drones, so I'm good. I've done kind of what I needed, and now I can fall back with my Marines, right? But again, Julyzerg sees this opportunity and says, okay, well, I'm going to move out now. And he doesn't stop making Zerglings. Julyzerg is he must have some kind of a magical StarCraft ability. Oh, wait. What happened there? Was the medic rallied? Hold on a sec. Was the medic rallied? Was there a pathing issue here? Julyzerg was making a lot of Zerglings. Now I was going to say he's got some sort of magic StarCraft ability that he can somehow seem to make more units than everyone else with a low economy. So even though he's got a low economy, he's fine with just making a bunch of lings off of a low economy. But let's see what happens with this medic though. It pops out. Oh my gosh, guys, I think it's rallied here. And it pops out on this side because this Marine is standing in her way. Oh no! Oh no! Whoa, that's so unfortunate. If this Marine was a couple pixels to the left, the medic pops out here and goes over here and is happy, and then he waits for the fire bat, and then he moves out as a squad. But because this guy is here, the medic can't get in there. The lane is closed. And so she tries to go around, which is into the map. And look at this, Oov, he actually just attack moves out his Marines to follow. I'm pretty sure that's what happened because there's no way he would rally his medic. Like, did you see where she went? She went down and then she started going out. I'm pretty sure that this was a rally point thing. I could be wrong because he does move out. So it could be that he was planning on moving out with that medic, as I was talking about before, where you move out with that medic, that first medic, and then you try and have the extra medic or the fire bat catch up, right? So he does move out, but he doesn't pull his medic back when he moves out. And Julyzerg is waiting for him. And this isn't even a bunch of extra Zerglings. These are the Zerglings that he made to fend off those Marines. Oov knows that these Zerglings exist. He saw them. And he still moves out, and the medic just, oh man, just a bit of a poor move out. And I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to call that a mistake. He should have known that, I mean, you got to know that Zerglings could be right outside your base, you know? And he moves out just a little bit too greedily. And the medic going first. Again, I still think the medic could have been misrallied, but he just, instead of pulling it back, he just moves out with it. The medic gets caught, and then he tries to fall. And you know what? I think this is mistake number 2. Look, he tries to fall back. What if he just keeps his Marines in a clump? Well, that he probably dies there too, actually. With this many Zerglings. There's only 6 Marines. Yeah, he probably still loses that, so never mind. I was going to say, like, what if he just pulled the medic back but left the Marines? He could have at least done that. He could have pulled the medic back and left a couple Marines in front firing to draw the fire of the Zerglings so he could get the medic back in there or something like that. Because if he gets into the gap and then he has the medic behind the Marine in front, he lives. In fact, he probably gets a decent amount of Zergling kills. But instead, the medic is trapped on the outside. The Marines are like, me first, me first. They forgot the Titanic rules and decided to escape, leave the medic behind, and so the medic gets picked off first, and now he turns to attack, but it's a little bit too late. But now again, he could theoretically. He just every little move ended up being again, maybe not mistakes, all of them, but just not what he wanted to do, because now he attacks too late to save the medic. But also, he should have waited if he'd waited another moment before those 3 Marines got into the gap, I think he also holds. But instead, 4 Marines. Oh, look at these. These 2 Marines aren't even firing. Okay, Oov just screwed the pooch on this one. He just screwed it up basically. Because now these Marines, he tries to right click them back. I think the same thing happened. Oh my god, the same thing happened. I think he right clicked them back, and this Marine was standing in the gap, and so these Marines, look, they took the exact same path as the medic, and now this guy moved to let the Marines in, but instead he lets the Zerglings in. Yeah, see, there was the fire bat. He was going to move out with the 6 Marines, the medic and the fire bat, and it's a nice little squad, and when you have the fire bat with them, they can withstand this amount of lings, but instead the fire bat gets picked off with almost no damage done, and then Julyzerg just, you know, he's got a teeth sunk in, and he just starts whipping his head back and forth. Doesn't let go. Anyways, so yeah, that was really interesting, though. Really interesting to kind of go back and see how that went down. But I'm sorry. I hope you guys enjoy it when I actually do that. Sorry if it's annoying to kind of go back, but sometimes I just like to kind of reanalyze things a little bit. But anyway, hopefully this extra rambling makes you see the length of the video was much longer and anti-spoiler, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, but Oov screwed it up, and Julyzerg took advantage of the opportunity that he saw and used the old Zergling trick and was able to defeat him. So that means MBC game is up 3-2, ladies and gentlemen. It could be 1 more game remaining, or it could be 2, or it could be 3. Wait. Could be 3? I lost track. Hold on. No, could only be 2. Only be 2 games, because it's 3-2, and so if SK Telecom win the 2v2 match, then it'll be 3-3, and then it'll be the ace match. Okay, so yeah, so potentially the 2v2 could decide the entire thing. Saint and Light are the 2v2 team for MBC game, and it's going to be up against Kingdom and Anomia. I'm not sure who that is, actually. I'll have to double check on that one. But yeah, so it gonna come down to the 2v2 game to see if it can be won by MBC Game Hero, or if SK Telecom can tie it up and bring it to an ace match. Ace match would be so sick, dude. Imagine an Oov Julyzerg rematch in the ace match. Probably not gonna happen, but because I don't think either of them are quite each team's best players at this point, you know, in time. In 2004, 5, maybe yes, but 2006, actually these games are again played in January of 2007. It's questionable. Anyways, that's enough rambling out of me. Hope you all enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. GG.